Robert.
Yo, what's shaking, AC?
I love people.
I love your glasses. That is awesome.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm awesome, but we got to talk about something really important.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, I've been waiting for this for months and months and months. Like, can we please tell everyone already, like, this big news?
All right. You've been really good at keeping the secret, but we can start to talk about it now. All right. So let's tell them about how when we were chatting in September at a conference about how you were like, it's great to be here. I love the panels. I love talking to other people and all these things. And I love the people, but there's something missing. You want to share what that was?
Yeah, there definitely was something missing. What I found was missing for me the most as a franchisor was to be able to get into this group of people that were so brilliant and be able to invoke their experience and their mindset and their intelligence to help me with my franchise, to get me moving forward and to leverage the brain power that exists there. You know, I was like, okay, I'll go to a panel, I'll go to a keynote, but I want to know all of these other people. They've been through the same thing as I am going through. So how do I talk to them?
Yeah. And I mean, it's not like you're a shy guy or anything, but it's like, how do I get in there and how do I build relationships? Right. And what I've found is that when I see, franchisors often during the day, they're really comfortable walking around, going to the panels. Like you said, they're picking up nuggets and stuff, but then they're kind of like, you don't always see them out at night because they don't really have their kind of group to go around with. So, and I think, you have said, and other clients of mine have said, as a franchisor, especially earlier stage, it can be lonely because you're kind of like at the top or whatever, and you can't, you don't have somebody necessarily that you can relate to. So when you go to the conference, you're like, oh, this is awesome. I can relate to people, but I need more of this, not just this time at this conference. Is that
That's exactly right. And so we came up with the coolest thing, born right out of that need, that gap.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yes! Play bigger performance groups. Woo!
I'm so excited about this. This is going to be so incredible.
You've had the opportunity to be a part of my pilot group and help me formulate what the needs are of franchisors. So maybe you could talk about one or two things that you have really loved about the pilot group of 5 core clients of mine and what you've gotten out of it, I guess, and kind of what has it brought for you, what value?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, I love being part of this group because not only have I had the opportunity to talk to different franchisors in different industries and learn what they've done differently, what they've done better, what they've done worse, how we can help each other. But I've also made a great group of friends, friends that I want to go visit, friends that, when we're at a conference or a convention, we can hang out, we can share ideas. But specifically, the things that we've been able to talk about have dramatically changed our businesses for the better, because you're not just sitting there dealing with, this is my idea, these are the alternatives I've thought of. You now hear everyone's ideas and everyone's alternatives, and you're all working on together, right? Because maybe we should talk a bit about what this Play Bigger performance group is.
Yeah, good call. So when it's interesting because all the franchise people got back from the IFA, and soon after that COVID hit. And one of the first things, I was already thinking about, as you know, launching these Play Bigger groups, but it was awesome because not that COVID happened was awesome, but it enabled me to start facilitating some roundtables. And they've been fantastic. I love them. I love facilitating. I'm getting some really exciting encouragement and feedback on them. But they're more open, right? And you never know who's going to show up. People say they get great nuggets of information and all that, but we're not bonding as much as you can bond in this pilot group I've been running with you and my other some of my other clients. And so this group, what I love about it is for these other people that want to join these groups, it's going to be maximum 4 franchisors. And we'll talk about how we're going to decide that in a minute, because that part's important. But it's 4 franchisors that are like-minded and have similar struggles, but different strengths and different skills that can help each other. other and get together on a bi-weekly basis to mastermind style, but specifically structured around results and action and accountability. So we meet with each other, every 2 weeks. I'll be facilitating on the kind of overseeing it, but it'll be really peer-to-peer as well. So they'll get not only each other's experience and insights, but also mine from, many, many years in the world of franchising and all the different clients that I've worked with. I can share insights on things as well. So that's the core. But my favorite thing about our current pilot group that will be a part of the Play Bigger groups, anybody that's in one, will have access to their group in a chat. We'll do a group chat. And don't you just love our group chat? Like, isn't it the best?
It's so funny. I love it.
Like somebody even renamed it the crying game, not to be negative, but to be like, if you need to cry with your other franchisor friends, it's okay in this group. So, it's a private group chat and, people are just helping each other left, right, and center. And somebody will post a concern or like a problem they're having with a franchisee that they don't know how to deal with. And instantly get 4 different ideas, and so I think that's a key part. They're also going to have access to my resources. We'll do a quarterly happy hour, but the happy hour will bring all the groups together.
Yeah.
And we'll have a private Facebook group, which already we have, but it'll build. And so all these people that are like-minded trying to grow and play bigger will be able to come together and leverage each other's knowledge and excitement.
Right. So we got small, intimate groups. We've got larger cross-pollination between everyone. We've got strategically selected these groups so that they're fruitful for everyone. We've got portals. We've got resources. We've got an annual retreat that's in the works. When you look at this and you compare roundtables to masterminds to these Play Bigger groups, there's a ton of awesome stuff. Like I've never seen anything like this in franchising or really any industry that leverages this massive brain power. I am so stoked for it.
Robert,
what?
Have you ever seen me do things traditionally?
Yeah. Okay,
not surprised, right?
Yeah, not surprised at all.
Okay.
Of course.
So that's cool. Now let's quickly talk about the selection process, because I think that's a big part of why this is so exciting. We're going to bring these people together. I've had numerous conversations with franchisors about what would be important to them in these groups. How could we ensure that they got value? And one of the key things I keep hearing is that people need to be like-minded. It's more important that they're like-minded and share the values than the stage they're at or the type of industry they're in. They want to work with people that are also high achievers and high performers. And how do we figure that out? Well, do you want to share that exciting nugget?
Yeah, so we're gonna mix a whole bunch of cool stuff together, right? So we're gonna take a softer approach where we kind of interview and meet everyone, understand what their struggles are, what their benefits are, where they are in their stage, what kind of people they are. See if we can get to know them so we can pair them up with the right people. But we're also combining some scientific research-based data to help validate this, regression analysis and all this sort of stuff. So we have a really full encompassing view of how to create this group so that we can ensure that there's gonna be value.
Yeah, and I think we got to give a shout out to Rebecca Monet from Zoracle Profiles on that, because we identified early on that how are we going to do this? Reached out to her and she's like, I'm in, I want to help. So she's awesome, super science rock star. So let's talk about the process. If people want to, who wouldn't, but if people want to get involved, what do they need to do?
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to go to www.angelacote.com/playbigger. Okay, angelacote.com/playbigger, and you're going to go to the Play Bigger page, and there's going to be an application button there. You're going to click on that, and you're going to go through this application process. Applications are open this week when this rant is released, and then once that's all complete, we're going to reach out to you, and we're going to start going through the pairing process to set up these groups. And from there, the floodgates are open. Portal access starts happening. Resources come in. Workbooks, everything.
It's going to rain Play Bigger.
Yeah.
So if you are a franchisor listening to this and you want to play bigger, got to get into the groups and get in before we fill up and before we close the application process. We want to get the rock stars in there, get the people that are serious about playing bigger. Yeah,
we do. Okay, you ready to wrap this up?
Yes, I am. You ready?
Yeah, but let's change around what we say.
Okay, I know what we're going to say.
Yeah? Okay.
So let's try this.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Play
bigger.